All right, so this is a trading recap for June 22nd. All right, so today I only took one trade, um, and that was on NIO. And I did this on my phone today, so I only bought shares. I didn't want to do options, and because I was trading on my phone, I was very, very careful how I took the trade today. I actually did all these lines. Everything was all done on my phone. And the reason why I did that was because yesterday I didn't trade. I was in Tampa and I was at the airport this morning and I was watching the stocks while I was checking in, about to board my flight and all that. So um, I decided that I'd be very cautious, and the only trade that I took actually worked out, which was great. Um, Based on my analysis that I did on my phone, it's a lot harder to trade on the phone, obviously, and doing your analysis on the phone isn't as you can never be too sure. I don't have the same tools as I do when I'm trading on this platform. So I've just finally got back home, and I thought I'll just do a recap. All right, so this is basically the idea. What I did was I went to a 30-minute chart on my phone. Actually put the view app on my phone, and I'm going to take it off. And I'll explain why I put it back on and why I took it off. Now, why did I put this line here? All right, so this line also was put on my phone, and I put this line based on yesterday's price action. Essentially, what happened was I saw the market yesterday. I noticed we broke down here. We had a breakout from this range. So as you can see, prices consolidated here, broke down, and then rallied back up. In fact, most stocks did that in tech. And I assume that since this was a low, this was the next low, we will probably come back and test this high. But we have a high here, so we have a triangle at 1, 2, and this was the breakout this morning. What I did also before the market, or when the market just opened, was I charted this channel and this channel. I used this high and this high and this low. You need 3 points to chart a channel. To plot a channel. So since this was a high and this was another high, I could have used this as well. I had an idea that when price got here, we would have some sort of rejection, and price was running down really quickly. This was the last low, and this is a trading range already, all because big up, big down. So I assumed since we had a double top here, we would have a double bottom of sorts over here. Excuse me. This was an attempt to try and get down here, but it failed, and therefore we came back up. And I think it was just this level that we're pretty much trying to test. And then we came down here, we opened up, tried to create a top here and break this out, but that didn't really work. And so we came back down. This would have been a good short. So just going back to the 5-minute chart, as you can see, we tried 2 pushes, 1 push up, and we failed at this top. So this would have been a beautiful short, just because you have a double top over here. Well, these are 2 micro double tops, but 1 major double top. So major trend reversal through this level, broke down on this level, and it's almost like a head and shoulders. So another shoulder here. So again, this could have been a good short. But again, as I said, I was in my room in the hotel. I wasn't ready to take this short anyway. Saw price coming down here, and I thought, okay, we're going to have a breakdown. We had this bottom here, and I thought, what's going to happen? Are we going to go back up from here and try and test this bottom, this top? And we didn't, obviously. We broke down even strongly. As you can see, look at all that volume. Essentially just breaking through this support. Pull back to retest the support, and this again would have been another good short on this red candle here. And then just targeting this base, but then just seeing how we've gone through. And so when I was watching that, now I see it now, but looking at it, I wasn't sure where the wedge was. So I saw this come down here and I thought this was the second push. So first push, second push, third push, but in actual fact, this is 1, 2, 3. So I went long here with 1,000 shares, and then we now went down, we're losing at this point. And I thought, okay, this was probably a bit too early, too aggressive. It's always better to go on the second entry. And this was the second entry that I should have gone in long on, but I went long up here, and then added 400 more shares. So that's why I had it. So yeah, went long with 1,000 shares here, and then went in with extra 400. Came back to my entry, took out the first 400, and only had the remaining 1,000. My target was just a bit below here. Actually, this is where I kind of marked this level, and I was targeting this level here. This saw price came, stalled for a bit. This was for about, what, 15 minutes. You can imagine the 15 minutes I was at the checking desk waiting for all this to happen, going through security. I put my order to get out at this level here, actually just below this level here, and I got filled, which was really good, and that was my profit for today. And yeah, and then decided that I wasn't interested in. I could have stayed longer, but I wasn't really ready to go this far, only because of this area, this basing area with all these red candles. I just saw that we were going to go down again at some point. I wasn't ready to deal and handle with this. If I was always in short, I guess this would have been a credible place to go short, or around this area, selling at the base of this bar, and then waiting again. But this would have been an aggressive short. Maybe this one would have been better. Second entry. And as you can see, even gave you a third entry as well, because it created a head and shoulders, head, shoulder, shoulder, and then taking this down. This would have been a really, really good short. But of course, I was on the plane. I actually thought we would. Well, this is the thing. So I knew that we've come all this way here. Wasn't sure whether we'll go all the way up. It's just doesn't usually work like that most of the time. Most of the time, you kind of stay in one direction. And when I saw this started to sell off again, I imagine we're going to test this bottom. Now we've tested it twice. I actually did take another trade, not on Thinkorswim, but in another account, my Webull account. I bought some options, I think 4 options with a delta of 50. Bought them just at the close of this bar, because I saw a wedge, 1, 2, 3. I should have gotten in at the top of this bar, but went at the top of this, held through all this, and then I sold it on this close here. Only because I just didn't see any volatility. There was just, it was just not moving anyway. And then all of a sudden this happened. It wasn't really going to pay me much anyway. I think I made like $10 on it. Point being that it was just really one where I thought we may really push up even further up, but we didn't. But as I can see now, looking at the price action for this now, I think we have 1, 2, and this is our third push. So maybe we may have a double bottom tomorrow and then push back up. So it'll be interesting to watch. It'll be interesting to watch NIO tomorrow. And then Facebook as well looks like something that'll be of interest as well. Just looking at the price action for tomorrow. We had a breakout 2 days ago. So this is today, this is yesterday. So we had a breakout. I don't know, it doesn't look like a breakout, but somehow we've reversed, but we're still in this range. We're at the top of the range. We've had 1, 2, this looks like the third push. We may come back down. Might be a down day tomorrow, but these candles are very strong. But then they're the biggest candles in this whole range, so I'm not sure. It definitely will be one to watch. So I'm gonna watch Facebook tomorrow. Tesla as well looks interesting. Tesla's. Let's just look at Tesla. Oops. Oh no! Come on. Right, let's see. So Tesla. If we look at I've been looking at Tesla on like the weekly chart. Let's change this to, I think it's default. So as you can see, 1, 2, one more push, but we're forming a triangle. This is a bear flag. We could go down, we could go up, but it's getting tighter and tighter. And so yeah, 1 push, 2 push, this is the 3rd push. So tomorrow's going to be a really interesting day. This is clearly a doji today, and that was what was interesting when I looked at how we closed. We didn't have a strong close today, so I don't know. This area is a struggle to get past, as you can see, and there is some buying here. If we look at this on the 1 hour chart, yeah, as you see, it's getting tighter here. It's forming another triangle here, a micro triangle. This is a flag. It's almost like a bull flag. We could come down, which being a head and shoulders, or we could go up, it being a bull flag. So looking, as I saw the price action today, we had another triangle here, broke out, pushed up, couldn't get tested this area, this high, couldn't get past, tried it again, double top. Now we've come back down and we closed just slightly above where we entered. So tomorrow will be interesting to see how we trade, whether we go down or whether we go up. I don't know if I don't know if I'm going to get some trades in that, but yeah, it'll be interesting. Nvidia is also very unclear. I'm not very sure about Nvidia because we have this spike, and I realize that maybe this channel doesn't really work, but I think we're in a very big trading range. Big up, big down. So it looks like we're going back up to test this region, and then we'll probably come back down. And usually we're in these ranges for quite a while. Like this was a range we did, but this was a small range. This is a huge one, so we may be going up and down for a while. That's just my thesis. I don't know. Like we did over here, up and down for quite a while. So I think we may be doing that again. I think this whole thing is over. And then finally, I saw Roku, which was interesting. I haven't actually analyzed Roku yet, but that has been rallying strongly. So I don't know whether we finish this consolidation, we're going up, but I will look at that tomorrow. All right, that's my recap.